slowly alchemizing on the fire. Chapter by chapter, she invites us to slow down, listen, unwind, and experience YUMA and truly be. The Future Ancestor is a call to see the sacred in the everyday and to develop a conscious relationship with the land that holds, sustains, and nurtures us. It's a clear call to action to own our story, personally and culturally, and to heal what's ours to heal, so that ultimately we can take our place as ancestors for those yet to come. I'm a white Australian woman who grew up on land different from my ancestry, Garigal and Gadigal land. As a child, I felt deeply connected to the earth and heard its whispers, yet I felt an ache that I wasn't quite able to describe. This ache resulted in me boarding a plane at the age of 19 to embark on a solo pilgrimage to the lands of my ancestry, the place where I currently live. I was in my 4th decade before I could put words around what this ache was. It was a separation from the culture that saw the sacred and the earth as one, a lack of reverence to the sacred in the everyday, and something that was either external to aspire to or not important. For as long as I can remember, I've longed for a direct experience of the sacred right here, rather than as something outside of myself. After dedicating my life to the sacred and since unpacking the devastating effects of colonialism, it saddens me that the rich wisdom of the Aboriginal people and the majority of the world's Indigenous traditions has not been cherished, protected, and revered. And this is just one of the many reasons why this book you're holding in your hands is so important. I believe that many of us have an ache deep down to experience the sacred in the everyday, to reweave the thread all the way back in. From chapter to chapter, this is what Annabelle does. As the spirit weaver, from story to channeled poetic whispers, Annabelle encourages and empowers us to own our unique story and to weave our own metaphoric spirit cloth. She invites us to turn our gaze down and inwards and to experience YUMA and remember how to just be. She teaches us again and again that the sacred is right here on earth, woven through every moment and everything. The swaying gum trees and the dry, rugged stones, the rich red sands and the pure waters that sustain us. With colonialism and westernization, so much sacred wisdom has been tragically lost, and so much harm has been done. Yet in nature and through the ancestors, we can reach back and remember. If you track back far enough, you'll likely find Indigenous earth-based traditions in your ancestry. Wise ones who tended to the land and lived in reverence to the sacred woven through it all. And despite the tragic harm that colonialism and patriarchy have caused, there are still Indigenous wisdom keepers, living and past, who hold this thread and sing us on. May we protect, support, and revere them. May we listen deeply to their songs. You've probably felt it already, but in your hands or your ears is a very important book whose time has certainly come. Annabelle Sharman has courageously stepped forward to be a voice of wisdom and healing in these severed times. With her poetic words of wisdom and charming Aussie humour, Annabelle takes us from laughter to tears, from deep peace to justified sacred rage in a matter of minutes. She goes deep, she keeps it real, and she offers hope and a way forward for humanity. Throughout the book, we are transported back and forth from past to present to timeless time, where the sacred and the whispers of the ancestors